Welcome to the Hudson County Show. Pat O'Melia here, you concerned Hudson County resident. And aren't we all concerned from Hudson County? There's so much going on. We have to be concerned. And we're doing this live. You're watching it live on channel 190 in Jersey City on Comcast. And the rest of the way, you're watching it via the streaming service. Our base streaming service is livestream.com. We also stream it live on Facebook. We stream it live on YouTube. We are streaming live on Apple TV and Google Chromecast and on the Roku system. You got Roku? Go to live stream, put in Hudson Media. You can watch us. I got my coffee. This is my third coffee today. Since I've been in the studio, actually, it's probably my fifth coffee. So if I see a little more perkier than usual, what's that FB for? FB Hudson Media Group. Was that Facebook? Shouldn't we have like a Facebook thing? Probably had that little emblem. I'm looking at it live as you see it. The kids are throwing in their graphics. You can enjoy all our programming on livestream.com. It's a free app. Download the app. We archive all our shows there, not just mine. You know, Stick Romano's show, everybody else's shows here. We're working on a new at-large show, New Jersey at-large. For that matter, we're going to do some voiceovers later. You know, for years we did Hudson County at large, and Bergen County at large, and Essex County at large, and Ocean County at large. But the problem was getting the prosecutors or Sardano and Bergen County to come in, the sheriff. And it was a real pain. So we figured we'll blow up the host. We don't need a host. We just need graphics and voiceovers. So we're working on that. You know, as we're coming into our hiatus. You know, I think the end of May, I think the 28th is our last show. Live. We go on a hiatus, and then we figure what shows are going to go forward and what shows aren't. We got some cable questions we got to answer, how far we want to go with the cable, because, you know, I think we got to go all in on our streaming service. You know, we've been fooling around with this for the last couple of years. I think it's time we go all in. If you need to get in touch with me, go to HMG TV shows, where you can watch the show live there. We're live everywhere. Everything is live. You could send me an email if you got a problem in Jersey City, you got a problem in the county, you got some consumer issues. We are here to help. Got a news item, you need me to promote something for you? You want me to give a shout out? Now listen, if you're watching, you got some questions, you got a comment, we'll put it right up on the screen live right now. Go to your Facebook, your Twitter, send us a question, a comment, we'll get it up there. You know, today we're going to talk about Murphy. The guy is pro-tax. I need Governor Murphy to be successful. We'll talk about that. You got the Bayonne mayoral debate that we were going to produce. That's tonight in some high school gym. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to throw some questions out there. The 8 CDO committee people, they got a decision to make, and we're going to talk about their decision. Parking issues. In Hoboken, it's getting towed. Jersey City, they did a ride-by ticket on me. New York City's got some parking issues. We're going to talk about the American Mall on Route 3. How does that affect everybody? We're going to talk about some movies at the Lowe's Theater. We're going to talk about North Bergen's power plant. We're going to talk about Mike Francesa's coming back. Very short retirement for Mikey. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunley Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
We be back. We be live. You be concerned. I be Pat Amelia. You'll be a Hudson County resident. Yeah, I might be a little jumpy from all the coffee. Wasn't so jumpy that I forgot to print out our Hudson County events, from the various cities. So when you see a commercial break, I'm running in there printing that out. I printed out everything else. Our new governor just had his, I think it's 100 days, 102 days as of today, something like that. And he was, speaking about his first 100 days in office and the things he's accomplished, pay equality, boosting the budget for New Jersey Transit, doing some hiring there, and his proposal for new taxes. This was interesting what he said, as he's promoting his plan to raise taxes, calling the tax hikes the right thing to do. That is very scary to hear that, because we are number one in the United States tax-wise. Wherever there's a tax, we're number one. And again, Murphy's only been there 100 days, so he's got a big problem to figure out. Past administrations was can kickers. They all kicked cans. Even Christie, who was there for 8 years, kicked cans. But one thing Christie did, he tried to hold the property taxes down. He's the guy that put the caps in. Caps on fire and police salaries are no more than 2%. Property municipalities couldn't raise more than 2% unless it had to do with health care cost. He tried to protect the property tax payer here in New Jersey. Now, but before him, going back from Whitman to Florio to McGreevey, nobody wants to be the tax man. And a sure way to become one and done, or a sure way to lose an election, is keep raising taxes. When you keep, now again, the honeymoon period with Phil Murphy right now, and I think Phil Murphy's got some good ideas. The only thing I ask Phil Murphy, first off, stop talking about raising taxes, because you get everybody in New Jersey all psyched up here. And, it's a concern. It's expensive now. And you got the state talking about raising taxes, and you got the municipalities talking about raising taxes. You got the county talking about raising taxes. You got the school boards talking about it. It's the death of 1,000 cuts. 2% here, 1% there, 3% there. What I'd like to see Murphy do, and I got high hopes, I need Murphy to be a 2-term governor. That means he's done a good job. So whatever we can do to help Phil Murphy, we're going to do it. But I'm going to have that cautionary tale about him raising taxes. I wish Murphy would just hold off the tax talk until we know where we're going with the pot revenue. There's somewhere in this year we're going to have marijuana. Is it going to be legalized in New Jersey? Probably. The consensus is about 60% of the population is fine with the pot sales. Now, there are some municipalities who are, talking about banning pot sales in their town. It's foolish in my opinion. First off, I wouldn't even discuss the ordinances until Murphy figures out what he's going to do. He rolls out a plan. Secondly, if you're going to ban pot sales, but pot is legal, people are going to be smoking it in your town, you're going to deal with all the expense of marijuana, but you're not going to benefit of any of the revenue from it. So you really got to look at it. Before everybody jumps the gun with banning and talking, let's see what it comes down as. You got the sports betting. That's being kicked around right now. As much as we talk about the revenue that can be generated from pot sales, sports betting, tonight's the NFL draft. What makes the NFL so popular over baseball and basketball? Betting. There's billions and billions of dollars bet on NFL. If you can get legalized sports betting, even if it's just in the racetracks for now, Meadowlands, Monmouth Park, that sort of thing, it'll generate buku bucks. It'll make pot sales look like petty cash. I think Murphy needs to calm down on the rhetoric about raising taxes. He's talking about a millionaire's tax. I have a problem with millionaire's taxes. Not that I'm a millionaire. I'm like a hundredaire. I look at it as class warfare. I have a problem when you want to tax people because they're successful. They went to school. They learned a trade. You know, they made the right investments. They took the risk of investments. They bought real estate, and they bought it right. They didn't lose their shirts in 2008, 2009. And because of their success, they shouldn't be penalized for it. And people say, well, it's their fair share. We all pay a share. And just because they make more than me doesn't mean they should pay more. They went to school. They probably have a ton of educational debt. They went to college. They went to postgraduate school, medical school, law school, whatever trade you had to learn, wherever you had to intern for plumbing or television, whatever. You put the time in. Other people didn't. You shouldn't be penalized for that. The other thing I'd like Murphy to do is mandate shared services. Now, I talk about it in Jersey City. We hired people to fill potholes with the pothole killer. And a machine comes up, fills the potholes, and we're going to put out an $8.6 million road paving contract. Well, somebody's going to make a lot of money on an $8.6 million road paving contract. We should be doing that ourselves. We're the biggest friggin' city in the state. We should have our own road paving equipment. We have a lot of roads. We should do that in-house. If somebody can make a profit on that $8.6 million road paving, we could save property tax people here in Jersey City, money every year by doing it ourselves. Plus, you could talk to like North Bergen and Bayonne and Hoboken. Talk to Hoboken about road paving. Say, listen, we got the apparatuses here. We got the manpower. We got the skills now. Let us do some of your road, your paving, and we'll do the shared services. Instead of you writing a check to some independent company, you write it to Jersey City, and we'll give you a break because we're doing it ourselves. We have the equipment. Saco and North Bergen has an asphalt plant. These are, we should all be working together to save all the municipalities and the property tax owners there, property owners, their property taxes. If everybody can work, so that's something Murphy should do. He should come out and say, listen, I'm going to mandate what you guys have to do. There are 565 municipalities in New Jersey. Do you realize all those municipalities got like chief of police, chief of fire? You got all these levels of government. Do we need all that? If you look at New Jersey, now I realize there's a bunch of kingdoms. And basically there's 560 some odd kingdoms. That's what he needs to look at and say, listen, we got to get the house in order. That's what Sweeney keeps talking about. He's talking to shared service. He's talking holding the line. Somehow Murphy and Sweeney, we got to lock them in a room and have them come to some sort of an agreement. Because both of them have positive ideas and things that will benefit the state. We just need to get Sweeney and Murphy to intertwine and make their ideas a reality. But the main goal is you, the property tax payers here in New Jersey. Somebody's got to stand up for you. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back. The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org. Hello, we're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show. You're watching it live. I got printed out my events. I got my events for Union City. I got my events for North Bergen. What other cities we got here? Bayonne, Secaucus. We're eventing up. We'll get to that somewhere in the show. Tonight in Bayonne at 7 o'clock, the date and time I picked back in February, I was going to produce a live, like this show right now, live, mayoral debate between Davis and Jason O'Donnell. We would have done it here. You would have watched it on your smart TV, your web-enabled devices, like you are right now, and we would have replayed it on Optimum. Optimum isn't capable of doing live broadcasts right now. That scared the hell out of Team Davis. I got other wording here. It scared the blank out of Team Davis because they're going to have it in a gymnasium or somewhere, a high school tonight. How many people are going to get there? Tops 100 maybe? You know, I've been to the live debates, especially the same night of the NFL draft, which I didn't realize when I was booking the date that it was the night of the NFL draft, or I would have never used that date myself. Team Davis was scared blankless over that debate being live in everybody's living rooms, everybody's smartphone, everybody's tablet. Everybody could watch and participate because as we can take questions live on Facebook and Twitter here, I was going to allow the people of Bayonne to offer questions and commentary. You would add running commentary on the bottom of the screen, like when you see our website and our name and our Twitter and all that stuff. You would add the commentary from the people in Bayonne, the voters. Team Davis wanted no effing part of that. So they came up with their own debate. And the problem was for Jason O'Donnell, you know, Pat, I have to do this debate. So we hemmed and hawed, and I tried to push it. Then I found out the NFL draft was the same day. And the gentleman from Hudson County View and Corey McDonald, who just received an award for reporting, Team Davis asked them to be moderators. Basically, you should have just had the Swabinskis. Phil and Paul do the moderators there. So that's what's going to happen tonight. So I'll back down, and I did. I said, I'll change my date. I'll change it to the runoff. I'm sure there will be a runoff. So I'm going to roll the dice. And I'll do the live debate during the runoff. And we'll see what Jimmy Davis, if he makes the runoff, dances around this time. But I'm going to be some of the questions I would use. Maybe, Hines and McDonald are watching right now. Question 1, who is going to pay the settlement to the Stacy woman for the wrongful termination over the sexting? We don't have to ask a question about the sexting. That's already been established. But there is going to be a settlement, whether it's court-mandated or an outside settlement. Who is going to pay it? Is it the people of Bayonne? Are they going to pony up the money to pay this woman? Or is it Jimmy Davis? Now, that's a question that has to be asked. A question Team Davis didn't want any friggin' part of. But it's a legitimate question because this is probably going to be some big money. Comes from your taxes. Now that's a question that has to be asked. Number 2, Team Davis fell in love, and Bayonne fell in love with abatements. They're giving out 30-year abatements left and right, and they keep pointing to Jersey City. Look at Jersey City. Look at the development. Look at having the Gold Coast there. Big difference with the abatements in Bayonne and Jersey City. When we started the abatements in Jersey City, for the most part, I think the state of New Jersey took over our school system during Tony Cucci. I think I was around 88. Our school tax in Jersey City was locked for like 20 years. That the abatements they gave, none of that money went to the school system. But the school system was being paid for predominantly by the state of New Jersey as an Abbott district and as it, being taken over and run by the state. We didn't get a raise in our school taxes for like 20 years. There were mayors who wanted nothing to do with getting the school system back into Jersey City. So when you look at the abatements, and a large majority of our abatements in the old days were commercial. Now we're residential and condominium, and unfortunately there's no jobs involved with residential and condominium with the exception of construction. And we don't seem to get those jobs in Jersey City, but there could be a skill level that we lack in Jersey City, and hopefully we bring back VOTEC. But the problem is I fear by the time we have the skill levels needed to participate in these construction jobs here in Jersey City, the wave will be over. In Bayonne, it's a different story. You're not in that district. You have to fund your own school system. And with these 30-year abatements, maybe it don't sound too bad today. Not too bad. But as the years go by, and of course expenses go, and these residential projects that are being built on 30-year abatements, people move in and their kids go to school. Well, wait a minute, there's not enough room in the school. We don't have enough desks. We got to build a school. Who's going to pay for the school? You, the people of Bayonne. Now, the people living in those complexes where those kids live and attend school, they're not paying for those school construction or the school cost. They're locked in. As your expenses of the city grow, because the city services that are needed for these abated projects, you got to pay for it. You got to hire more cops, got to hire more teachers, got to build schools. We got to have more garbage guys. Everything city related, you have to have more because now your population has grown. But after a couple of years, because what happens with an abatement, your first year and last year is paid up front, then there's a pretty good fee for the application for an abatement. That's the what we used to call crack here in Jersey City. That's the crack. The politicians we love that. We're just getting that free money. But as the years go by, that thing comes pretty damn expensive. And Bayonne is going through a rebound. So I don't think Bayonne is using abatements, and stop pointing to Jersey City, because Jersey City, during their abatement time, they weren't paying into the school budget. The state was paying everything. Big difference there. Now that we're taking our school system over, you notice that Mayor Fulop, a progressive kid, I think about 10% of the abatement now goes to the school. For 20 some odd, probably 30 years, we didn't put anything into the school budget. Bayonne is a different deal. So the abatements are dangerous. Project labor agreement. They keep putting to Jersey City's abatements. Well, Jersey City had PLAs for years. Bayonne doesn't have any. All these new projects, there's no PLA, a project labor agreement, where you have to hire a percentage of Bayonne people. They don't have that. But they keep pointing to Jersey City, but they keep neglecting that Jersey City had PLAs for a long time. And how Bayonne keeps plugging the budget holes. They had a real development deal that fell apart in the MOT, was it last year? They were in the whole $15 million. They had to sell their future for the $15 million. Those are questions that have to be asked. We're going to break the commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show? I'll be right back.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like you want.
Pen & Pencil Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at penandpencilproperties.com. Pen & Pencil Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show. You're watching it live. It's alive. You're concerned, Hudson County residents, while we do the show, because you're concerned. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones how concerned you are. And like I said, HMG TV shows, you can relive this, see all our other productions there. Tweet me, JC Hudson Media. There's like a gazillion different ways to get in touch with me. There is a battle in Hudson County over the chairmanship for the HCDO. Right now, that's Vinny Pietro. He just stepped down as an assemblyman. He's got a decent job at the Sports and Exhibition Authority over in the Meadowlands now. and he's the head of the HCDO. In June, there'll be a reorganization, and the mayor, state senator, and the deity from Union City, Brian Stack, would like to be the chair. Under normal circumstances, and actually he was told, yeah, you got the chair, we really look forward to you being the chair, and then there was an explosion, nuclear. Full up, the mega powers, full up in Jersey City, Stack in Union City, Roquet in West New York, Umballa in Hoboken, joined forces, but there's really only two mega powers, Stack and Full Up. And they told the county exec, Tom DeGeese, we're not supporting you for re-election. And Mr. DeGeese didn't appreciate that. And Mr. DeGeese has some friends in Hudson County, in particular Nicholas Sacco, the mayor and state senator and king of North Bergen. So there was a political war. And some of these guys have been at war so long, they're used to it. They're comfortable with war. It's like an old leather jacket. You're comfortable in it. So there's an election by the committee people who will vote this June as to who the next chairperson is. Now, there is a dilemma for the Hudson County committee people. The dilemma being, if you vote against the mega powers, Stack and Fulop, in this case, Stack is a candidate, but of course, Fulop is supporting Brian Stack, as is Mayor Roquet in West New York and Robbie Balla in Hoboken. You might not have a future as a committee person or in politics or possibly employment. There are rumors that you could lose your job politically. You know, there's an old saying, you live by the political sword, you die by it in Hudson County. Well, it probably applies everywhere. These committee people are going to have to do some serious thinking as to how they vote. And here is the dilemma. Stack and Fulop, the mega powers, they want to have a far greater say in the county of Hudson on a governmental level, on a sheriff's department level, on all the levels, how things are handled. Now, Stack, of course, has a lot of experience with the state. You know, he's down there twice a week as a state senator. Brian is probably going to be the mayor of Union City and state senator for at least another 20-some-odd years. Brian will die in City Hall and more than likely be buried in the parking garage downstairs. By the way, Union City Hall is owned by the county, so that's probably why Brian needs to take over the county so he can be buried at City Hall. Mayor Fulop, who I believe just turned 40, 41, Mr. Decisiveness himself there, Brian, Mayor Fulop, rather. We're working on a couple of things, Mr. Fulop and I, and thought he's more decisive than he is. Mayor Fulop, he's got at least 25 years to go. Actually, these guys in 20 years are still young guys. Right now, if you look at the makeup of the HCDO, you know, there's a lot of long-term people there. Mayor Sacco has got to be somewhere just south of 70. Yeah, we got a bunch of faces there. Yeah, we should do like in PTI with all the faces. You ever see PTI? They got all the faces behind them. My guys don't watch PTI. Yeah, Nick has got to be closing in on 70. Same thing with Richie and Weehawken. Davis, you know, he's in his 60s at least. These guys, you know, their past is more past than future for them. You know, what does Nick do? Another 4 years maybe as the mayor of North Bergen and state senator. You know, he's worked his ass off. You know, he's going to move on to other things. The future is those two guys you see there, Fulop and Stack, and also we have a picture of Tom DeGeese, Nicholas Sacco there, the mayor of North Bergen, and Benny Pietro, the former assembly people. Now, if the Hudson County committee people decide to side with Tom DeGeese, and Tom is trying to find a candidate from Jersey City to run as the chairman of the HCDO, and there's been a bunch of names, and some of these names would have to double-cross one of the mega powers, Steve Fulop. I sincerely doubt they're going to double-cross Steve Fulop. So, yeah, you know, let's put it this way. If they had someone, they would have announced him by now, because the election, you know, is in June. Now, these committee people are going to have to make a decision. Whether Brian Stack and Steve Fulop take the power now or they take the power in 2 years or so, they are the eventual future of the HCDO. These are the guys. Brian is probably one of the greatest political organizers there are in Hudson County and statewide. You know, Brian can get out the numbers. He mesmerizes the people of Union City, and they're not surprised they don't walk around with their arms out like this, like stacked zombies. He's got a rally tonight. Where is it? Stack's got a rally tonight at the Park Theater. It will be an effing sellout at the Park Theater tonight. 7 o'clock, 32nd Street. Now, this is for his run for mayor. Now, Brian is running unopposed. You wouldn't know it by Brian Stack's elections. He is all in. Somebody once said Brian takes a bazooka to a mouse. That's how he runs campaigns. Brian, he's going to run as if there's somebody running against him. I should probably have a Union City mayoral debate, just Brian. Because we just only need one camera, one podium. That would be it. No, 2 cameras. You got to have the moderator too, right? He will pack the Park Theater tonight. There will be spillages. Actually, there's parking available if you're going tonight. But this is really a message to the committee people. Now, if the committee people vote against the mega powers, Stack and Pull-Up, they might be successful. I kind of doubt it. If I'm betting, if I'm a betting man politically, I'm thinking Stack pulls this off. There is retribution. I understand there is retribution in Hudson County politics, and there are long memories. Actually, they probably should have the elephant as their insignia here. If these committee people vote against Brian and Fulop, Brian Stack and Mayor Fulop, there could be retribution. They could have problems going forward, whether as a committee person, employment. These things I heard happen here. So that's a very tough decision that's got to be made for the committee people. And in Jersey City, I think the committee election is next year. Something to think about. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
We be back. We be live. I be Pat. You be concerned. Hudson County resident. Before we do the show, we're all freaking concerned. We are concerned. I'm concerned. For that matter, you got nothing to do? Let me switch glasses so I can read this a little better. Union City. What's going on in you? What's going on in the land of the deity Brian Stack? A collective art expo. This will be on the 27th. That's tomorrow, right? Yeah, 7 o'clock. Location is the Musto Cultural Center, William Musto. I never met him, but I've heard a lot of good things about him. He's passed on now, former mayor of Union City. It's an exhibit on visual perception. That's the description I got. So you probably see it better there. You got a free dental and vision screening coming up on the 30th here in Union City from 5 to 8 p.m. By the way, that collective art expo starts at 7. The vision and dental screening is the 30th of April, 5 to 8 p.m. That's at the Jose Marte Freshman Academy, 1800 Summit Avenue. And you're going to get free toothbrushes, toothpaste. Toothbrushes are friggin' expensive. I just got some yesterday. And for those who receive the dental screenings, now listen, you got to have a dentist there. I got to go and figure what I'm going to do with my front cap here, my front bridge. Doesn't fit as well. I should probably go to the screening. I've had it for a while, and years ago I got whacked in the teeth by a locking bar handle. For that matter, next week I'll show you what a locking bar handle is. In North Bergen, we got the movie of the month. It is Spidey. Spidey-Man with Tom Holland and Homecoming. You'll see Tom Holland tomorrow, Avengers, Infinity Wars. I understand it is a life-altering movie. Your life will be changed when you see it. I won't be seeing it until May 1st. So I already got the tickets on Fandango. Actually, I think I'm going early, too, like 5 o'clock. Of course, it's at the North Bergen Public Library. Well, hopefully we got their web address up there. That's on the 28th at 2:30. That's probably Saturday, right? Location is the Uptown Public Library, Uptown Funk. That's at 8411 Bergen Avenue. And let's see, we got toothbrushes now. We shouldn't have toothbrushes for dental screenings. We got a typo there. And then on May the 4th, put it on your calendar. May the 4th, it's a Star Wars Day celebration. May the 4th, like May the Force be with you. May the 4th. If you're a Big Bang Theory person, you get that. The location, again, is the Uptown Public Library. Cy Reyes, she always got something going on up there. There will be crafts. There'll be a scavenger hunt. There'll be a photo booth. There'll be a Jedi obstacle course, cooking, decorating, probably Star Wars cookies, that kind of thing. Always something going on at the North Bergen Public Library. I'd go over to Bayonne. You got a family story time and craft. Oh, prayer and paint. Is that what this is called? It's on the 28th of April from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. 1 hour? I don't know. Well, it's from 11 a.m. And it's going to be at the Crafty Fox Studio at 196 Broadway. Description is you read a story, create a craft based on that story. It's $15. It's great for children and families. I'd go check it out. You see it up there? Here's Prayer and Paint. Now I see Prayer and Paint. Prayer and Paint, this is the 28th of April, 2 to 4:30 p.m. at the Faith and Victory Church. Description, it's a $40 donation, includes food, canvases, paint, and brushes. That sounds like a whole day there. You eat, you paint, you take your work home. Let's go over to the fine city of Secaucus. Secaucus is having a town-wide garage sale. Everybody's unloading all the junk they had stored up for the winter. It's the 28th, starting at 8 a.m. The location, all addresses are found online, so go to the town website. You might see it there. Yeah, it's a town-wide garage sale. Over 50 houses are participating right around the city. You find some good stuff. Take it to Rick Harrison on Pawn Stars, see if you can make some money. You know, you buy like some what looks like costume jewelry for $1, and Rick Harrison gives you like $15,000 for it. And you got a craft fair in Secaucus on the 29th from 12 to 5. That's at 150 Plaza Center. It's right in the center of town there. Description is craft, photography, food, music, and more. You cannot go wrong when you hear more. You just need like a Ginsu knife. My friends at the Lowe's Theater, the Landmark Lowe's Theater on Journal Square, they got a bunch of King Kong movies this weekend. I got the copy for May here, but I think all the Kongs and I think a one Godzilla movie from 1957 they're showing this weekend. Go to the lowesjersey.org. You can probably get your ticket. I think we're doing that now. I think we do the tickets online maybe. Check out the time, but circle a date. Go to your calendar in May. Speak to Alexa. Say, Alexa, please remind me on the 18th of May at 8 p.m. to go see The Time Machine, starring Rod Taylor. This is the one, if you're a Big Bang Theory, you remember the Big Bang guys? They're on an eBay auction. And Leonard's thinking, well, I want to get this replica of the Time Machine from this movie. And he spends $800. And they say, well, $800 is pretty cheap. It's not bad. Turns out they get the actual replica. The thing is huge. That's at May 18th at 8 p.m. On the 19th, it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This started off Keanu Reeves. This is the movie you can blame it. Excellent. And on May the 19th, one of the greatest movies of all time, Back to the Future, starring Michael J. Fox. Actually, he just took a part in a television show. That's at 8:20 p.m. Again, go to lowesjersey.org. You get all the movies. You got movies this weekend, too. Now, if you're a TD Bank customer, you remember Penny Arcade? You used to put your coins in there, and you brought your receipt, and they gave you money, cash. Well, there was a problem with Penny. Penny didn't count too well. And somebody discovered this and brought a class action suit against the TD Bank for, I guess, stealing money. They were stealing coins. See, I had no problem, even when I found out they weren't counting accurately, because it was such a convenience. I recently got a $7.29 settlement from the TD Bank. Now, again, I had no problem. You go to CoinSort, those things are expensive. I had no problem. You know what happened here? Somebody, because they used to have the thing with penny, can you guess the amount that you're going to change? And you would win a lollipop or some TD refrigerator magnet. Somebody probably had $10 in coins. I got 10, so I'm going to guess $9.99. And they were wrong. And then it was like, oh, there's a problem. And somebody had a class action lawsuit. I got $7. But now I got like buckets of coins. I put coins in the bucket every night. And you have to bring in a coin store. And then I got to give them a cut of my stuff. I was giving a cut to TD, but I don't even know it. I didn't mind that. You got the NFL draft tonight, 8 o'clock. It's on Fox. It's on ESPN. It's on the NFL Network. I watch it on ESPN. I've been watching it for years. And this Friday is the greatest Royal Rumble from Saudi Arabia at noontime. Yes, noontime on the WWE Network. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
I'll be back. I'll be putting on my other glasses. Let me clean these other glasses first. A little dirty. Yeah, the greatest Royal Rumble. It's a 50-man Royal Rumble out of Saudi Arabia, and there's a bunch of single matches. Cena's taking on Brock Lesnar. No, is he taking on Brock Lesnar? I think he is. I was watching the match. When I first got into radio, I used to host Wrestling Tonight, and we did professional wrestling. My daughter and my nephew were the wrestling pros, and I was kind of like the referee. And that's how I broke in to this media. And we did Wrestling Tonight for years and years and years. And from Wrestling Tonight, we went to the Jersey City Talking Show, where I did civics and politics and that sort of thing. Wrestling and politics, very similar, just that politics don't have the really cool costumes. But the greatest Royal Rumble is live from Saudi Arabia. It will be noontime. So if you're home, or you want to take a half, if you're a die-hard wrestling fan, people are going to be taking half days. Like I said, tonight, the NFL draft. What will the Giants do? I think the Giants take the running back from Penn State, because Eli's got a couple of years left, and he's got time on his contract. And I know people are saying, well, we got to have the future for Eli. What do we do? Well, you play that. Right now you got Eli, a good Eli for 2 years. You give him this kid running back. It's scary with Penn State running backs. Not a good history with them. But this kid looks like the real deal. You could take a quarterback, and then, you got Eli for maybe 1 year. Eli is 37. His brother played till he's 40. Eli has never been hurt. His feelings have been hurt, but he's never been. I'd go with the running back. That takes some pressure off. Eli makes the offensive line all that, because we haven't had a great running back since, Joe Morris, really. What else we got here? NFL draft greatest. All right, let's get to the serious stuff. Let's get to what we do. Parking issues. I'm on the Heights Parking Committee. I got my own organization, the Fast Neighborhood Alliance now in Jersey City, and I concentrate on the Heights, but everybody's welcome. And we have an ordinance, 24-hour zone parking for the Heights coming in. The city's talking about going 24 hours, but there are numerous problems, depending on what council person you talk to. If you talk to the Ward B, Mira, they're more concerned with commercial vehicles parking in the street. You talk to the people in downtown, they got an Uber problem down there. You got a ton of out-of-state plates parking down there. Everybody's in agreement that we need parking enforcement. I'll say 24, I would go 24/7. For some reason, we're taking Sundays off. It'll be 24/6. We all want enforcement. We just don't want enforcement on us, really, as it comes down to. Now, zone parking, I don't think anybody wants 24-hour enforcement. We don't want predators riding around the streets of Jersey City at night whose job is to give tickets. If you're hiring PEOs, parking enforcement officers, to work the night shift, and we got to hire these people, and they're all civil service, by the way, so once you hire them, it's almost impossible to get rid of them. And, there's probably $1 million in salary, plus, they're not bank. Nobody mentions the benefits and everything else that's involved with payroll. And you need new equipment, you need supervisors. But the thing is, if you're hiring someone whose job is to write tickets, guess what the F they're going to write at night? They're going to write tickets. So since we don't live in utopia, yes, we park a little close to the intersection. We park a little close to a fire hydrant. We park, we fudge the parking. It's the freaking Heights. It's been this way forever. We don't want people coming in at night getting a ticket because we're a little tight to that fire hydrant. And I love when people say, well, fire, what if there's a fire? Believe me, a car near the fire hydrant ain't stopping the Jersey City Fire Department. You can get a ticket. If you're at a stop sign, you can't park within 50 feet of a stop sign. We do that. We park in bus stops at night. The bus isn't coming, or if it does, it comes like every hour. And they don't pull in the bus stops anyway. So at night, yeah, we're fudging it. I could see PEO enforcement of zones till 11, 12 o'clock. If you're not home by 11, 12 o'clock, you're young, because usually we're all home by that time, then you're on your own, parking-wise. We'll have our zone permits in Jersey. In the Heights will be a zone 16. But after midnight, nobody wants to have these predators out there. So that's one of the meetings we're having. I think I'm in City Hall Friday or Monday, something like that. I got to see what dates they are because we got a shoot schedule too. Hoboken, it has some parking. There at Hoboken, they told you. In Jersey City, we'll boot you if you got 3 FTAs, failure to appear. If you didn't pay a ticket and we hit you 3 times with a failure to appear notice, they're going to boot you. But at Hoboken, they'll tow you away. They towed more cars this year in 2017 than they did in 2016, and they blamed it on the snow. Didn't it snow in 2016? I kind of remember it. It did. They make a lot of money, and they get these temp parking signs. You can get a temporary parking sign, which is, I don't know, it's like $25, but it's buku money for Hoboken because they'll ticket. You put this sign up, no parking, but the car's already been there. Car's parked there. You put a sign up, and now you're illegally parked. But that sign wasn't there when you parked your car. In Jersey City, now, nobody pays more parking tickets than me. I admit I park illegally all over. I'm running out to do something, whatever this show has me do. I'm just paying tickets in North Bergen. And I was paying online, and it told me that I have an open ticket from Jersey City. So I'm looking and I said, wait a minute, Palisade Avenue. And I look at the date, and I couldn't remember what the hell I was doing at Palisade Avenue that day. Then I remembered. That's where my mom's oncologist is, Dr. Druck. And I ran in to get the blood report. And I didn't park in the bus stop, but there was a blood work, and I had to bring that to her other doctor. And my wife was in the car. My wife would have noticed somebody putting a ticket on my car. Nobody put a ticket on my car. That was a drive-by ticket. And I don't think I was in a bus stop. I can't be 100% sure if no part of my car was in a bus stop. But somebody rode by, seen somebody sit in the car and say, that's true, and I'm not putting a ticket on there. I did voice my displeasure. Again, I pay tickets all the time. I should have brought out, I got like hundreds of them I pay. I earn every one of those tickets, but this one I didn't earn. And I wanted to talk to the PEO, but that's probably not going to be granted. New York City is now talking about resident parking. They're complaining about Jersey people. Now, you ever see how New York handles parking? Now, when I was delivering trailers to Bed Bath & Beyond over in New York City overnight, they don't kid around. They got tow trucks that come, what they call stingers, just hit the front of your car, boop, and they tow you away. I'm sure they put tickets on your car. I'd be sitting there as they're unloading the rig, and I'm saying, holy cow, it's like, Pac-Man. All these tow trucks would come and just take cars away. And what they're talking about there is getting residential parking permits for New York City because it's just out of hand. It's the same problem we have in Jersey City anywhere near like the light rail. That becomes a problem. Anywhere where there are office buildings, that's a problem. So that's what New York City's looking at. And unbelievably, they don't have any. You know how much money they can make with this? We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show? I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
I'm back. I'm live, and so are you. You're a concerned Hudson County resident. You're Jersey City's part of Hudson County. I'm Pat Amelia. You know, the other thing they're proposing in New York City, besides residential parking, is a fee on Uber and Lyft, what they call e-hails. You know, taxis that use apps, your phone apps. Probably makes sense. Now, I sent that to our mayor here in Jersey City, Mayor Fulop, because there is a huge Uber problem in downtown Jersey City. I'm starting to think I'm in New York City with all the New York plates there. And what they're proposing is $2,000 per year for the car, and I think it's like $20,000 a year for Uber. And this is being proposed by the council people. And they're right. They need to put some sort, and there's no regulations on Uber over there either. But the yellow and green cabs, those guys are heavily regulated, and they paid a ton of money for their medallions. Same as in Jersey City, by the way, in North Bergen. Those guys, that was their retirement, these medallions. These medallions cost hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. They are virtually worthless in Hoboken, Jersey City, North Bergen, all over, all these taxis. But I was talking to John Seborowski. We were talking about this the other day, a Jersey City guy, a real civic warrior, about protecting the yellow cab guys, and we should. You know, Uber just came in and just took over, and the city really appreciates nothing out of it. So at least we should do is try to regulate it, make it an even playing field with the yellow cabs, and have some sort of a fee structure on Uber. See how it goes. I think it's something that we need to look into, especially downtown. I know Solomon, I think he has a problem down here with all the friggin' cars for hire down there. You talk about, pollution. They're all riding around, they're idling, But even though today's cars aren't as bad as it's not like I'm taking my 64 Dodge out. I'll show you pollution. Mike Francesa, the sports doctor, the Pope of sports, is coming back to WFAN. He retired, I think, around December 16th to December 18th of 2017 after a 30-year run on the fan. I remember when Mike started with Coleman. They were partners then, and then eventually he got partnered with Chris Russo. Chris Russo was doing sports on Imus, and Imus was calling him Mad Dog. That name stuck, and they went on to have a tremendous partnership, and they broke up. Russo went to Sirius Radio, and Mike stayed on. Mike retired to much fanfare, and he kept saying he had a better gig lined up. He was going to be back, and he would be back around April. Well, it turns out he's coming back to WFAN. The New York radio market has changed. ESPN, I think, was happy with Michael Kay. You weren't going to get, Mike was going to do a afternoon drive show. And the new owners, Entercom of WFAN, their afternoon drive with Chris Collin, I think if you gave this group time, they would have done okay. They were beaten by Michael Kay in the ratings book, so that upset the new owners, FAN. So they reached out for Mike, and they're bringing Mike Francesa back on a 5-year deal, and Mike's going to get like $4 million a year. Going back to your old job never works. The only person that ever worked out for was Steve Jobs when he went back to Apple. But that's the only guy. And I've done that. I've gone back to places I left. And it's almost like, you graduated high school, and 2 years you go back to high school. You don't fit there anymore. Your time is gone. And the thing with Mike, when he comes back to FAN, the people he's booting out of that afternoon drive, they're still going to be there. They're rigging them into from 10 to 3. You're going to have Joe Beningo and Evan. Joe Beningo and I used to be on WJDM back in the old days. He was doing sports. I was doing wrestling. Evan. And then you're going to bring in Maggie, Chris, and Bart Scott from 10 to 3. So they're all going to do 2.5-hour shows. Joe Beningo is probably like, you're going to pay me, the same amount of money for half the work? I'm in. Beningo's there. His hips are gone. His knees are gone. He's quite happy to move along. And after, Chris Collins, Maggie and Bart Scott's contracts are up. They'll probably be let go. I think Maggie and Chris, Scott, he takes some getting used to. But I think we would have gotten used to this drive time. It's unfortunate, but it's going to be a different FAN that Mike's coming back to. And a lot of people aren't going to be happy Mike's there. And you know what? I don't think Mike's going to be happy he's gone back. So it'll be interesting to watch. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. The sports doctor is back. Like I said, tonight, the NFL draft. And if you were watching News 12, you've seen there was a press conference. I was invited to it quite late yesterday in North Bergen concerning the power plant. And it looks like this power plant, I thought it was going to be over on West Side Avenue. It's going to be over on 93rd, 94th Street. And this thing is going to be huge. It is going to generate natural gas generation, electricity that predominantly will go to New York City. I'm sure North Bergen will be able to stick an extension cord into it. But it can probably balance North Bergen's budget. And when you look at Sacco, again, Nick doesn't kick any cans down the road. He's looking at this plant, natural gas fired, as a way to hold the line on North Bergen property taxpayers. And actually, he'll probably roll back taxes, Nick. He's looking at this as budget relief and jobs. And you look at Sacco and how he's developed North Bergen, and he really has. He's been here since the 80s, developing North Bergen. The left side of Tunley Avenue going west, it's basically all industrial, like where my studio is. All industrial there. It's all jobs. You go to that Walmart mall, whatever the hell the name of that mall is. Everybody calls it Walmart. I assume that's the name. And you go in the Staples there or any of the stores, and you ask the people, where are you from? North Bergen. I don't know how Nick does it. I'm sure there's some arm twisting. But the people that work in that industrial section, they're North Bergen residents. He makes sure his people get the jobs. So if there's going to be some traffic associated with it or whatever the case is, the benefit to North Bergen is going to be budget relief, property tax relief, probably with the size of this generating station, and jobs. And you know what? That's the main thing you want your leaders to do. Hold the line on taxes and create jobs. Because create jobs, you cut down crime. And that's why Nick Sacco will be the mayor in North Bergen for as long as he wants. All right, we're out of show. You be good, you be safe. I'll talk to you Tuesday on the Jersey City Show. Good night.